I'm testing some new video equipment, so this is an improvised video, but I just wanted to kind of delve into some topics that I'd love to explore out in the channel a little bit. And one of them is trying to engage our hearts more in the faith. I don't know if if people remember, there was an author called C.S. Lewis that today most kids haven't heard about, and I've checked that. They're all into TikTok and YouTube and all of these things, but they don't know of these great Christian authors, and they don't know the stories behind it. When I was a child, I remember looking at The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe for the first time, not knowing the story. And when it comes to the part of Aslan being killed, being tied up and killed by the witch, I mean, we were all traumatized as kids, and there we were crying. And how could you show this cartoon film? It was this old cartoon film. How could you show this to kids? We were so traumatized when the witch killed Aslan. And of course, then we see the resurrection. Aslan comes back to life, and the joy and so forth. So it really was a film that captured our heart. Whereas oftentimes we would go to Mass and you would hear the same story of a man giving his life to free somebody, and yet the story wasn't able to capture our hearts. So we heard the gospel, we heard the homilies, but the story never reached people's hearts, or at least it didn't reach our hearts in the 1980s. So you have two people here. You have priests and preachers trying to give us the story of Christ's death on the cross, year after year during Mass. And you have this Irish author, C.S. Lewis, doing the same thing, but engaging our hearts in a different way into that story that is so profound. You know, if you ever read The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, you hear C.S. Lewis talking about that the witch knew magic, but there was a deeper magic she didn't know about. And, Satan knows things, but he didn't know the deeper meaning of what was going to happen when Christ was crucified, and the power that was going to be unleashed because of Christ's death on the cross. And I think as Christians now, we have to learn how to preach this message so that we can engage the hearts and minds of a new generation. So we can draw people into that story of Christ's great love for us, Christ's great desire for us to be loved, Christ's great mission of bringing us into his kingdom, leading us to his Father. And that's not going to be easy, guys, but it's going to take a lot of time. And so that's really where I love Irish Catholics to kind of think for a moment what C.S. Lewis was trying to do, and think, how can we engage the hearts and minds of a new generation with Christianity, with Christ? Because the only way forward for the faith is a personal relationship with Christ, is that encounter with Christ. And not just a personal relationship with Christ, union with God, the engagement of the heart in prayer. So many people keep our prayer up here. We're called to pray down here. This is where we pray as Christians. It's fully Catholic. Prayer of the heart, engaging with the heart. And so that's what C.S. Lewis did. He took that story and he got people to engage with it with their heart. We had us crying. No priest during Easter ceremonies had us kids crying because of what was happening in that mystery. And yet it was far more real and far more profound than we realized. And this is where we need to go now. We need to be able to capture the next generation's hearts for Christ, not our minds. We don't believe in an ideology. We believe in a person. Our God became man, who spoke to us, who gives us his body, in the Eucharist, body, blood, soul and divinity, who died for us, who shed his blood for us. This is who we engage with. This is who we follow. This is who we believe in. So this is my challenge for Ireland, that we begin to engage hearts with the faith in this century. Because there is only one way to understand Christ, and that is at the personal level. To be truly engaged with him at a personal level. Anyway, God bless you. Take care. Pray for the church. And take up this challenge of having that personal relationship with Christ. God bless you.